All the death. Oh, John, there you are.
Yeah, sorry. Took a little longer than I thought.
That's what you want to hear when you come into the room.
Great moment to come on.
Yes, Dad.
You all die, and you have to re-roll characters.
I hope not. I got so goddamn lucky with making this one.
Yeah, I feel like we all got pretty lucky with our rolls, for sure.
Dude.
Huh?
You should have seen the God Dowroc. Dowroc.
Dowroc.
Dowroc.
Ugh.
Right.
The one that should have been. The one that could have been. I think the lowest roll I had on that one was like a 14. Or 13.
Which one was that? Your other one that you'd rolled?
Yeah. That's like...
I forget, why didn't you use that one?
Because we think we ruled against it.
Huh?
I think we ruled against it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I was like, my lowest is 12, so I mean...
What
I don't use either of those two.
What are my base abilities? I don't even remember anymore because I've already got some bonuses to them from stuff. My lowest was an 8. I got 2 18s though. That's where I feel super lucky.
Yeah, I got 118. I got an 18, a 17, 15, 13, 13, 12, and I was just like, well, this seems a little high, but
whatever, it's fine. Like I already, like, it should be going up today. I posted our first session. I want to get people's feedback on the story.
Oh, good. You're a terrible DM.
No, they'll like you guys. You guys are cool.
We get a third of the revenue. I'm just kidding.
Like, okay, so I made it. Where is it? Did I save it? I think I just saved it on the actual cover. Because I'm just doing like the same general cover for everything. Where I'm gonna put it in chat. I did little did it work? Did it post?
It says you're typing, so.
Will you like work, please? Oh dear God. There we go.
Oh. Oh hey.
It's really basic.
That's still pretty cool though. Yeah, that's nice.
I want people to like imagine the characters how they imagine the characters, you know. But I thought that would be cute.
Like that.
There's like a moral to what I was saying. What was it?
Wait a minute.
Oh,
there's something that doesn't belong here. Is that next to Johan? Is that the frog?
Yeah.
No, I mean next to the person.
He means Megan randomly being there without showing up yet.
Nah, we can tease her a little bit. We've talked about her in the videos, so like, why not?
Well, I was curious on like how much or side story or backstory that you put in there. Like if you cut that out, or if it was just a.
I definitely cut it down, especially stuff that feels like I don't know, personal or whatever. But like, I mean, I keep most of it. Like, banter is important, you know.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Well, I meant like stuff that's, you know, oh yeah, well, obviously this person's this, or that kind of stuff. Like, oh, Blackheart, all that stuff.
Yeah, I keep some of that. I don't see why we can't tease stuff.
Heroes of. Is it Byzantia or Byzantia?
I imagine either one would work. I say Byzantia, but like, you know.
I was like, you're the one who made it, right?
Well, I mean, there's gonna be like regional dialects and stuff, you know.
Well, yeah, true.
I want to go back.
Byzantia.
I want to go back to the map and
Megan's got a shield.
by areas that I expect to be a little more magically oriented. I want to put in like some extra small details, like a old magic temple or like weird plants and stuff. You know, I was thinking about that the other day, or like old abandoned churches that could have like that we could write in some significance for later. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Just little things that I hadn't really thought of yet when I was initially putting the map together. And thankfully, there's plenty of like open space, so there's like no reason I can't do that. No, I said it. I said it a couple times in like the descriptions of stuff is what I was getting at before. I don't particularly care if our characters are a little OP, though, because we tend to punch up a little, you know? Like,
Yeah, well, I think... Go ahead, sorry.
That just allows us to tackle tougher encounters. There's nothing,
there's only 3 of us.
Right.
There's only 3 of us, and compared to a normal party, there's usually at least 4 players.
Yeah.
So it's like, now we have Megan, depending on when we get her and how long we keep her, if she stays in the party permanently, kind of what happens with her. But I just mean like there's 3 core characters, so it's fine for them to be slightly stronger.
Yeah.
To help compensate for the fact that, yeah, there's only 3 people. So, and what everybody always says on like forums and stuff, it's like, well, just make the encounters a little stronger and it's fine. It'll kind of, you know, if it starts being too easy, just throw another one, this guy in or something.
And you know what?
Just pump it up slight.
Straight up, something that a lot of DMs forget is that sometimes your players just want an easy encounter. They just want to kick a bunch of bad guys and move on, you know?
Yeah. Not every fight has to be a end the world fight.
Yeah. Like,
which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate those, but I just mean, again, not every single fight has to be a big fight.
Yeah. We left where we left off. We were getting ready to start heading kind of northwest, right?
Yes. And
where's our route?
For starters, is there anything in the city you want to do prior to heading out?
Johan was considering sending a letter to the king's capital. He doesn't know all of the history of his people in the context of the world, but he does know enough to know that the king probably knows that his civilization exists. And he's been sitting on not just the threat of Blackwood and his people, but now this. And like he definitely doesn't want to draw the attention to himself, but they're getting ready to travel through the wilderness for a while. They're going to be hard to find. Maybe he should send a warning and weight it with, you know, the knowledge of who he is and where he comes from.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Because, I mean, like, even if nobody believes him, at least there would be some awareness of what's going on. So I think I'm going to have Johan write out a very carefully worded letter that avoids describing specifically where like what route we're headed down right now, but still describes the immediate situation. And I'm going to send it via the court the same way Dowroc sent his letter off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dowroc is going to enter the Bracers Guild and see the signposts. Look at some of the see if there's any quests due to the tournament being over.
Yeah. Also, like
oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we're heading out, we might as well see if there's anything in this direction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go into the Bracers Guild. You go over to the wall, and you see two flyers that are hanging up. One is a escort. Somebody is trying to get from point A to point B, and would like an escort due to monsters in an area. And the other one is to defeat a monster.
A monster.
And as always, these are very optional things that do not require completion, but you can if you'd like.
Well, I'm not. I can't ask any questions. I'm not there, so.
Well, that's true. You're not. Yeah, that's right. So Dowroc.
Let's see.
So there's Valley Watch. Let me. So John, on the map, the route that you wrote out.
Yeah.
So, do you have names for any of the places that we're walking to?
Yeah.
Like as in
the first two cities that we are going to, that the line intersects with, are Runoff, where they make jewelry using minerals that run down the river from Valley Watch. And
is that before the old ruins, or?
Yeah, that's the one before that, and then the one right next to it is Wilderreach, which is just it's a small town that supplies a nearby mining camp, and they kind of set up next to the ruins.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then further up, there's Lake Town and Lake Keep. Lake Town's the bigger, further one. Lake Keep is their like.
Is that tower that's there?
Yeah, that's like their military hold.
Okay. Lake Town. Lake. I meant to get these from you over the. Okay, so Lake Town, Lake Keep. Okay. So Dowroc, you notice on the flyers for the helping someone escort them, they are simply just trying to go to Runoff, the town of Runoff. Because you said that's a jewelry town, right, John?
Yeah.
Or a mineral creation. Yep. So the flyer says, request, escort to Runoff in order to sell items. But in the past, you've heard that there's increased monster activity between Valley Watch and Runoff. Nothing too dangerous, but there are something more than the average person that could handle, so.
And does it describe the monster?
Yes, it describes the monster as, the description, well, actually I can just show you a picture of it too. So, the picture on the basically wanted picture is this.
Oh.
Neat. Johan doesn't see that yet, but I definitely do.
And the last known location of this creature is actually just past. How do you say it? Is it Wilderreach?
Yeah, that's how I've been saying it. Yeah.
Okay, Wilderreach. So last time it's been known on the outskirts of Wilderreach.
Okay.
Is that? I'm trying to figure out where we're going.
Well, so do you have the map in the group chat?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the.
We'll figure out where we're going next is what we're heading towards. We're heading towards Dragon Watch.
Yeah, that's your ultimate goal at the moment is getting to Dragon Watch.
And that I'm guessing, are they both in the same way?
They're both on the way, yeah. So if you're looking at the map, the red lines, so the first red line after Valley Watch, that's simply the town that is Runoff right there, and then up by the old ruins is Wilderreach. So you can accomplish them as you're traveling, or you can try to make up time, not take the jobs, and try to reach there faster.
I'll say I'll take the escort mission. Unless we can take both, but I don't think the guy would want to try that. The escort guy don't want to try the monster hunt.
Well, so the escort guy, the town is first, before you would get to at least the last known location of the monster. So you could potentially move from point A to B, drop the guy off, and then go from B to C, and C is the last known location of that monster. So you could do it if you want to do both, or if you only want to do the one.
I can bring him up to the counter. Says like, can we do more than one?
The guy behind the counter, who previously was unnamed, is now named. He is named Gaverick Thornblade, and he says, "Well, of course you can take on more than one. Absolutely. It's just whether or not you'd want to actually try to complete more than one at a time."
I didn't know if there was a one party system, one per party.
Oh no, we just. I mean, I would stop you if you try to take 5 or 6 jobs on at a time, but these are only 2 right now that are currently not being sought out after other by other adventurers. So these 2 are really the only ones currently we have. I mean, we always get them every day though. So if you'd like to stay longer, we can of course see if any other jobs pop up.
I think we're headed out. I think we'll take these 2.
Okay, sounds good. There is no adventurers guild in the next 2 towns where these are located, but the next time you return to a guild, we would be glad to give you the rewards for completing these tasks.
Okay. And how do you guys want proof of for the monster hunt? Is there something like bones or something, or?
As long as we know that he is destroyed, you can be as creative as you'd like to bring back proof.
Okay,
we've seen some crazy things. Somebody cut the monster's head off and put it in their bag and brought it back, which that was probably overkill. But you can do whatever you'd like.
I mean, it's gonna. If we're not able to get here in a couple of days, I just worry about the misidentification of the creature. Is there any certain aspects about this creature that you would 100% be able to tell that we actually?
The last notification that we got about his location also noticed a specific art or tattoo that was on his right arm.
Oh,
if you can get that from him, that would be proof enough.
Okay. Or can we just have like an image of it dead, or?
I mean, image is something that can unfortunately be easily falsified, so.
Okay, I understand. And where is the owner of this mission staying?
Oh, Rowan?
Yeah.
He's over at the jewelry shop in the middle of town. He'd be glad to have an escort there. He's been trying to sell these specific stones for a while now.
I forgot his name. The last name.
Which one? Gaverick?
Yeah, I can't try.
It's Gaverick Thornblade, but I mean you don't have to say Thornblade, but
Thank you, Mr. Thornblade. We'll just head out.
Oh, not a problem. Best of luck to you. So as you guys come back out to like the center of town, so Johan reunites with Dowroc, unless you had other plans of doing something.
No, I'm pretty good.
Okay.
Let them know that we can take multiple bounties at once. I didn't know. I'm sure Zack would know that we could have, but...
Well, I guess for that point, Zack was off doing something, so now he reunites with you as well. So he said, oh yeah, as long as there's 3 of us, so usually he doesn't give out more missions than what the party number would be, so... And since it's on our way anyway, it kind of works out for us. Is there anything... Huh?
Oh, I was just saying we should probably introduce ourselves to Rowan and do his job. Get his thing done first. I don't think he'd appreciate joining a monster hunt.
Okay, so you guys head over to the jewelry shop. A shorter human, male, walks out. Very dressed to the nines when it comes to jewels and expensive looking items. And he says, oh, Are you the adventurers that are going to help me get to Runoff? Keep having to remember the names. Jewelry Town.
I'll say, yep, that's us.
Oh, splendid. Well, I can be ready whenever you guys are to head out. I really appreciate this. Unfortunately, I used to travel this route a lot, but the monsters, not a lot, but definitely more than what I can handle.
Can you tell us about what kind of monsters?
He says, well, it's mainly one big group that's kind of stops us, but... And he shows you a picture.
Ooh, cool.
And he says, this is the guy that seems to be heading up their little thing. It's usually just him and a bunch of guys, but unfortunately he stops travelers all the time and steals all of the belongings. And so I don't want to lose anything on the way to there, so unfortunately the last 2 times I've had to have protection, and thankfully the last 2 times he has not dared to attack me when adventurers are by.
Alright, well, we should probably head out now, get on the road early enough that we might even be able to make it there before nightfall.
Alright. Anything last minute anybody would like to do in town before heading out? Buying potions, anything of that nature?
I already bought a couple of potions, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you bought a bunch, but I wasn't sure on how much you had left. Plus, we did the tournament and like leveled up, so
Yeah.
you had some extra money.
I have 2 potions. I guess I could pick up a few more before we go.
As you're preparing, Rowan just kind of says, "I'll be on the north edge of town whenever you guys are ready," and he heads off to get his stuff ready. He has a cart that he brings with him, just a small one, but
I'd like to.
not enough to ride in.
I'd like to get us like a decent sized covered wagon at some point that we could like use as like the backing of our camp and stuff. Carry some extra supplies. I think that'd be cool. That'd be a cool like piece of the fantasy, you know.
Is there actual carts
I don't know.
in the game?
I have no idea.
Cart equipment. Yep, there it is, right there. It cost 15 gold. That's it.
No. Well, that's that might be one of them things that you want to customize a little bit. Then I don't know. You said they have uncommon items here, right?
They have a good size amount of uncommon items, so if you had found something that you kind of like, we can see about it.
I would like to see if I can find and purchase 2 potions of greater healing as well.
You might not need a cart yet.
Oh yeah, I know. I just want one.
So let's see. They do have greater healing potions, but they're only uncommon.
Yeah.
That's weird. When I'm looking at the coloring, it looks like the healing is green to make it look like common.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Greater healing. Yes, you can find and buy 2 of them.
Alright, cool.
Give me a second.
How much? Potion of greater healing.
I found 100 gold.
Yeah, 100's fine.
Okay. Cool.
Dowroc, interested in anything?
I mean, I'm cool with being like our dedicated potion monkey if you guys want.
You should have a, I forget, in 4E, did you have like a potion bandolier or something? Didn't you have something that like you could pull a potion off of?
I
think
think so. I'd completely forgotten about that. But now that you mention it, yeah, I think I did. I really wish I could find my old materials from that. I think that would be so much fun.
Cause yeah, if you find anything 4E like related, we can. I'm okay at least. If you want to try to homebrew, I mean, accordingly, obviously, because I know that there was like +6 weapons
Yeah.
in that one and stuff.
Yeah.
So you are becoming very healthy with all your potions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we We got to the, like I can heal obviously with magic, but we reached that point in the cave where I didn't have any spell slots left. Partially because I had used healing. I'd prefer to have another option to use first. I learned a lesson there, which Johan should probably do more often anyway. But and then I'll have like the healing magic as like a backup, because healing word is great. It's a bonus action. It heals less than even the basic potion of healing though.
Yeah, healing word's best part about it, if I remember right, is that it's a ranged one.
Yeah.
So like if somebody's down, you could like range it and pop them back up with 1 HP.
Yeah, it's really best.
Because a lot of people that
it's really best to just
I read like
get somebody back on their feet,
Well, and that's what a lot of people say is like the way healing is in 5e, it's almost easier just to let people drop and then just bring them back with 1 HP and just move on from there.
Yeah, the
Like
there's a YouTube channel, D4 Network, that does character builds. I really like them. They try to take gimmick builds and make them as viable as possible, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And he managed to, I can't remember what the build was exactly, but he managed to make a healer that could pretty effectively keep a party topped up on health through an entire combat encounter, without it being too inefficient. But like that had to be the focus of the character. Healing in 5e, like we're talking about things that are kind of broken in 5e. That's one of them for sure.
Yeah, healing. I'll tell you, clerics have always... It's funny because whenever I mentally think of clerics, I think of healers, but in reality, they're like, not really. They are, but they're not at the same time.
I know this is unfair to both classes, really, but whenever I think about cleric, I think of the more magic paladin. And,
basically, yeah.
Like they both got fighty stuff, and they both got magic stuff, and they both got healing stuff. It's just one is more weighted towards the magic stuff than the other one is.
Yes, pretty much, yeah.
But then you look at like bards, and they're just like musical rangers.
True.
And, like it's not like any of these classes are entirely 100% unique. So like,
no, not at all. Fighter's obviously the most generic that can just kind of fit almost into any martial.
Yeah. Like straight up, with as much melee as Johan's been doing, if I didn't really want a 9th level spell slot at end game, I would almost take a couple levels in fighter.
Just to get like the bonus action or the surge and all that stuff.
Yeah, the second wind is pretty solid. Action surge is possibly the best class ability in the entire game. But like
I would say the only thing that potentially rivals, in my head at least, that rivals action surge is the paladin's aura of protection, the 6th level.
Yeah.
Where you get plus your charisma to every saving throw.
Yeah.
And it extends to anybody within 10 feet of you, or 30 if you're 18 in paladin. I'm like, plus 5 to everything is pretty nice.
Yep.
I like uncanny dodge. I think that's like my favorite.
Yeah,
is that fighter or is that
rogue?
Yeah,
uncanny. Well,
yeah.
You get it too, I think.
Yeah, it's
really good.
Area of effect damage. No, I don't think so.
I take no damage.
That's yeah.
I save and take no damage.
Yeah, I'm
uncanny dodge.
Like monks get something similar, but it's like the pale reflection.
Well, I heard monks are like one of the worst classes, unfortunately, in 5e.
They'd be so much better if you just got...
Weren't they kind of like that in 4e too?
Like, I guess, but like if you just got more than one key point per monk level, they'd be better. But then that would be hard to balance, so they just like didn't try, I guess.
Unless you're Tinku or Tabaxi,
Yeah.
then you're just gone.
Oh well, yeah, sure. But and like monks aren't bad. It's just they're like a martial utility class, and like that's not what most people want to go for, you know.
Yeah. Well, and kind of like Johan's thought process is that for Zack, I'm still thinking like, is it worth trying to get a lot of higher spell slots eventually and go sorcerer and dip into that too?
Yeah.
And actually get spell slots, because I already decided that I'm not gonna. I was debating on going half warlock, half paladin, but then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna dip 1 level in warlock and then probably not touch the class again, because thematically I picked it for something. It'll be fine, and I can use my charisma for my long sword, but I don't need to pursue it.
Yeah.
And so it's like, do I want to go full paladin and get half casting spell slots, which is not a lot, or sorcerer and actually get some, pretty much the divine soul sorcerer, so, you know, double dip on sorcerer and cleric.
Yeah,
so.
like and like some people get real hung up on justifying multi-classes and character, and I'm fine with caring about that.
Yeah.
Like just don't go too crazy with it, right? But like I could totally justify a paladin, especially like an ASMR paladin, going sorcerer, because they already have like internal magic, and they already rely on charisma anyway.
Right, and that's why I was kind of thinking, I was like, well, maybe once I hit a certain level with paladin, maybe I'll dip into sorcerer, just to kind of up my spell slots, and kind of like what you'll probably deal with at a later level, you'll get spell slots that you can't use yet because of how the multi-classing spell slots work, but you can upcast with them, and it's like, that would be kind of nice.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, we'll see.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll see. Alright, back to the story.
Yes.
So I would obviously explain the well, Ronan will probably explain it, but Dowroc will explain to them that he has some interest in this town, that he'd like to go to this town because of the rare materials that they could possibly have.
Cool.
He's explained to Zack and Johan that he kind of took this selfishly because he wanted to see the kind of rare materials that this town would have.
That's fine. That was gonna be a
Zack.
Yeah, it was a decent place to stop off on the way anyway, so why not?
Oh yeah, Zack agrees. Of course.
You met up with Rowan.
Yep, you're met up with Rowan, and you're on the outskirts of the city. So, whenever you'd like to actually leave, huh?
What does Rowan think of Igo?
Oh, he's fascinated by it as a jeweler and someone that seems to enjoy his money. He looks at Igo with a very, ooh, this could fetch a good price. He asked you if you would be willing to part with it.
No, I'm sorry, no. It's important. I couldn't put a price on this, on Igo.
Oh, that's fair. I understand.
I mean, I can show you some of the intricacies that I created. If you have any connections in the town that we're heading to, I would love to be able to trade information that way if you'd want.
Oh, for sure. I can hook you up with some people in the town.
Okay.
I'm very popular there.
Okay. Insight check.
All right, so
You want to make one?
What?
Well, while they're having that conversation, I am going to kind of walk ahead a bit. I'm not going to go so far that I can't hear them, unless we.
21.
And but I'm gonna walk ahead a bit and kind of look ahead at the path we're going to take. And I have not summoned beans yet today, so instead, I'm going to use one of my. I'm on the wrong page. My wild shape
you
slots.
can tell that.
Go ahead.
The summon beans.
No, to summon something different this time.
Oh my god.
Is he not on here? Where is he?
He's summoned so many monsters. No, Dowroc, while he's searching for the monster, you notice that Rowan, he's exaggerating quite a bit. You can tell that he's He obviously knows people there, but he may or may not be that popular.
So as long as it gives me names, that's all I need. Make my own. I can make my own first impressions.
I'm interested now to see what Johan's next creature.
I summon a different familiar. I summon a raven named Unkindness, and then I'm gonna sit on the back of the cart, which is a little rude, but that'll allow me to keep my senses in Unkindness.
Oh, we bought the cart.
Oh, you bought the cart?
Okay.
Or is it Rowan's cart?
John, what are you planning on sitting on the back of his, or did we buy one?
I was hoping he'd let me sit on the back of his.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Because that way I can keep my senses in my familiar. He has a flying speed of 50 feet, and he can stay ahead of us by 100 feet. Kind of slow himself down enough that he doesn't like completely overtake us, and he can scout ahead for us.
I'll tell you what, between your familiars and Igo, it's kind of hard to surprise you guys.
That wasn't at all by design or anything.
I mean,
I was looking through uncommon items and I found the weapon of warding, and I was just like, I don't even need that. Like, I'm like, both Johan and Dowroc are not going to be surprised ever. As long as Zack's with them, I'm fine. Well, Dowroc technically can't be, but
yeah,
Igo's always right there.
It's very rare.
Perception isn't that high. Let me see what. Like passive perception, it's. I mean, you can beat it.
What an item, Igo can't be surprised.
Yeah.
And so it's like between Igo and a familiar who can fly really far ahead.
Yeah, his perception, his passive perception increases 16, so it's gonna be pretty hard.
Where's the map? There's the map. There's the map. There's the map. Okay. Alright. So as you guys are traveling along the road, kind of nothing too exciting is going on. You're just kind of walking. Rowan's kind of looking at the rings on his hand while he's moving, because he has a horse pulling the cart that Johan's sitting on. So he's just kind of sitting on the front part of the cart because, you know, he can't be bothered to walk that far. That's pretty far distance for him.
Yeah.
So he's relaxing.
Talking to Rowan about the intricacies of the, like, just the basic plans. I'm not giving him like specific details.
Okay.
Just showing him out the outline, like mechanics of moving, being able to move, but not necessarily.
And he is eagerly writing down everything in his notebook about all the stuff that you're saying. Showing his appreciation and promising you that, you know, he'll get you back once we get to the town. He's like, oh yeah, don't worry. There, it'll be great once we get there.
Just to get him going.
So, as you're moving, what's the raven's name again? Unkindly?
Unkindness.
Or unkindness,
yeah.
Okay. So, because you're perceiving through the raven's eyes, I assume?
Yeah,
Like, so you're...
Yeah, what is it? What exactly does it say?
Is it just like every time you do find familiar, you can technically just pick a different animal?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay, I forget.
Yeah, well, I mean, specifically this version of it, it's like the specific druid version. I don't know regular find a familiar.
Just the generic, yeah, find a familiar.
Yeah. Yeah, so I specifically use the familiar's senses. So I would have like bird eyes and his perception and stuff. Which is a little bit of a downgrade, but not bad.
So would you say you can see through his eyes, but
Yeah, it's not like I'm using him as the source for my own senses. I'm seeing through his.
okay, gotcha. Okay, because beans is the opposite. Can't you can use your senses through beans, can't you?
No, it's still technically him.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, yeah, it's complicated.
Okay. All right. So as you're traveling along, through unkindness, because I imagine you're just constantly looking through him.
Yep.
So through unkindness, he roll a perception. I guess it would just how would he do perception? Do they have stat blocks or?
Yeah. He just
Okay.
uses the Raven stat block, except that the Raven's beak attack, it becomes invalid. He can still like pick up tiny objects, but that's about it.
Oh, that's right. He can't attack.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
And like if
So,
I
yeah.
wanted to be optimal, I would go with an owl, because they fly silently and can do a flyby without.
Yeah,
But I don't
When
like
I
them
was-
as much. So
when I was running through my paths for Zack, one of the pact of the chain on Warlock, I was like, I could get an owl and have him be an owl familiar the whole time. I was like, eh.
so that works.
No.
What was that? Night?
I got a. What did I roll again? 17.
14?
total.
Oh, 17 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
All
go
right,
as
so
I go as behind the cart. He's taking up the rear because the horse, I would assume, the horse doesn't like it. Apparently, I would assume so.
I mean, the horse is not afraid, but he is not like keen toward him. So yeah, he appreciates Igo being behind. Plus, it helps Igo kind of maintain the back while unkindness maintains the front. So okay, how far ahead is unkindness? Is it 100 feet?
Yeah, he'll be flying at the full 100 feet ahead of us.
Okay.
He can also, if it matters, mimic voices, and I could communicate with him telepathically. I don't know if you would allow me then to, like, have him make simple sounds. Like, if I would be able to do that, because we could also use him as, like, a distraction for stuff.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So, I mean, I don't see an issue with that.
Okay.
You should be able to make a sound through it. It's kind of like using the help action.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, that's fun. All right. So that what? And that expends your beast, or not beast?
Yeah,
Wild shape
I
form?
use an instance of wild shape, but if we travel for an hour before anything else happens, I just get that back, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, because you get them back on a short rest.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Alright, so you're traveling.
I absolutely love the wild companion feature. I think it's the best.
All right. So as you're traveling along, unkindness, you see through his eyes, and you see like basically the same road, but obviously 100 feet ahead of you. But you noticed a couple carts that are there that are kind of destroyed. You don't see anybody there, but you just see a couple of carts.
Interesting. So I'm gonna telepathically compel him to kind of like circle above, and then I'm gonna snap my senses back to Johan and say we should stop here for a minute.
Okay.
Because I'll of course have told all you guys what I'm doing. I'm not like just back there like with my eyes rolled up into my head doing nothing without telling you guys first, obviously.
Just for reference, for my reference, how does Johan summon his? Like, is there like a whistle, or does he kind of like do I'm just curious on how he.
Are you talking about like how he actually summons the familiar?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a good question.
I kind of visualized it as like the magic that would have been used to wild shape kind of rolls off of him and congeals in a point, and then takes the form of the creature.
Okay.
Okay, he does not have any like stealth bonuses, which kind of sucks.
I mean, it's a bird.
Yeah.
It doesn't, unless they're really, unless they're really into the bird itself.
Well, he's
unless they just want to kill it, they're gonna.
He's still a tiny creature.
Yeah.
And I could have sworn that I read somewhere that tiny creatures had like stealth advantages or something, but I can't find that anymore. I haven't looked a ton yet, but I might have been reading like somebody's house rules too and just forgot. Yeah, here it is. Creatures gain a bonus or a penalty to stealth checks based on their size. Tiny creatures get a +8 on stealth rolls. Okay, so that's good.
It's just a bird in the sky.
Yeah.
They notice it. It's just a bird. Is it magical or is it just a bird that you summon?
He is a fae in the shape of a bird.
No. Yeah. Okay, from the fae realm. Okay.
Yeah. And technically speaking, where is he? I know I'm getting this mixed up with something else. But yeah, he's a fae, and technically, like, it's supposed to be the same creature, just in different forms. But like, that's dumb. So I don't do that.
Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. It would just be a separate creature.
Dowroc is going to hand Rowan one of the one of the platinum rings. He's going to cast Warding Bond on him.
Okay. Okay.
And it lasts an hour.
Okay. And that's now going to be he takes half damage and then you take the other half, right?
Yeah, he takes +1 bonus to AC and saving throws, and he has resistance to all damage. Also,
Okay.
He takes damage, I take the same amount.
Okay.
That's what it is. Okay.
So how long have we been traveling up to this point?
Just I don't know, handful of like an hour or two.
Okay.
So you got your thing back.
Good. Not that I ever use it for anything except summoning guys, but I do like to summon guys. So
well,
I'm gonna say be within 60 feet of me with all. With this ring, you should be protected, but you need to at least stay within 60 feet of me.
Yeah.
I would like it back. Sure.
He's like, oh, of course, yeah, and he kind of very greedily almost slips it onto his finger.
That's the big goal.
I don't love this guy very much, but you know.
Dowroc he's already got his eyesight on him, so I think he's gonna try to prove his point with this encounter. That he's not someone to be screwed with. So.
Alright, so being a tiny creature, technically speaking, unkindness has a +8 bonus to his stealth rolls. So I am going to.
Well, he's a bird.
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't. Does he look any different than a normal bird?
No, he's just a bird. So I'm gonna go back to him, and I'm going to have him circle lower near the overturned carts, and see if he sees any like blood or bodies or destroyed objects or anything that would indicate any more about what happened here.
Okay. So as he flies down, you see the cart, which you see like the wheel kind of falling off of it. There's two carts. One, the wheel's fallen off. The other one seems like the cart itself is in good condition, but on top of it, you see just like kind of clothes thrown about. You don't see anything of value there.
Okay.
You don't see blood, but you notice that you don't see anything other than clothes that would have indicated anybody was physically there.
All right, so the clothes work as a pretty decent excuse for unkindness to actually land. I'm gonna have him land and start picking through them.
Okay.
And do a good listen around to see if I hear any like voices or breathing or anything like that.
Okay. So as he, how far back is the party from this? Are you still 100 feet, or did you get closer?
I'd say we stay 100 feet back. Still.
Okay. So, as unkindness lands, kind of picks through the clothes. Nothing. You don't really find anything of interest in it. It's just kind of a stack of clothes. Kind of looks like it was picked up and thrown to the side. You see like a single gold piece that's sitting on the cart. You do make a perception check, however.
Okie dokie.
You cannot help him.
13.
You cannot. You do not, through unkindness, you don't notice anything other than just the generic sounds around you.
Alright. What's around these carts? Do we have bushes, trees, grass? Any?
You have a couple of, so there's grass all around, other than the dirt road that it's traveling on, which is kind of pretty obviously laid that you're traveling as a group on. It's a dirt road. Off to the sides of that, there's grass. There's a couple of bushes, and then a little farther out on both sides are trees.
Alright, I'm gonna have him kind of flutter over to the grouping of bushes nearest to the cart that I landed on and just like pick around the ground near the bushes and see if I can see or hear anybody.
Okay, so as you fly over there, you land next to the bush, picking around, seeing, you... What do you have? Okay. So, as he's picking through it, does he have any... Well, what's different about him than a normal bird, other than that you can see through him?
He has less health.
Is there anything
he has less health.
Okay. So, as you're picking through it,
Also a normal bird. That's
the so the bird, you kind of hear something, and it looks up and over in a certain direction toward a bigger grouping of bushes, and as you look and see, you see an arrow coming at you, and your senses stop.
Okay, cool. So I have a good idea of where they're hiding to ambush us now, at least. That's good. So I'm gonna send Todd up to walk ahead of the horse, and I'm gonna tell everybody what happened, and say we should start going again, but we should move at maybe like half speed. Let's go at like leisurely speed once we get close. And I describe where they are, at least the one I know about, in relation to where we're going to come up on the road. And maybe we should even discuss, like, as we get closer, unloading, what was his name, Rowan?
Yep.
And leaving him with one of us.
Well, he has to be with me anyway. So.
Okay, that's a good point. And they can hang back a little bit while we continue forward and bait these guys out. But I don't know if he would trust us with his stuff while we do that.
He does not seem too keen on leaving his stuff without him.
All right, then at the very least, I want to switch. Like I want to drive the cart and put him back with the other quote-unquote adventurers.
Okay.
That way I could be like a decoy for him.
Okay, so you're trying to make it seem like you're the guy with the cart.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So as you come along to, you said you sent Todd ahead.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
just a bit. So that again he can like maybe draw some attention away from, like we may need to just send Rowan ahead with the cart and the horse. I don't want the horse to be like the first thing they see and then shoot, you know.
Seems like a good idea. All right. So as you are moving ahead,
you also notice that like everybody would kind of notice that Todd is a little more, you know, active now. He's still,
because he can
he still has a tendency to wander off if I don't, you know, give him commands, but he will at least listen now.
All right. I can see. I can fight. All right. So if you open up your map, you should be on the map of Green Valley Pass.
Cool. No, I am gonna resummon unkindness too, just for the hell of it.
Okay.
He's just gonna chill, like in the cart at first, but then he'll like follow me around once things start happening.
Does Rowan have a face?
Yes. Hold on. Let me. He is gonna just be. Well, he doesn't have a face, but let's just say he's gonna be.
Number 6.
Yeah, he's gonna be.
What kind of horse does Rowan have? Is it like a regular riding horse or a draft horse?
Just a regular riding horse. Oh yeah, I guess I could put the. It's huge. So that horse encompasses the cart as well.
Okay.
Just because it is huge. So. And then for Rowan, he's just gonna be. Well, actually, I can just do that real fast.
Put you there. Driving the cart.
Or when you like record stuff or anything, like, do you record the screen too, or is it just talking?
Yeah, I record the screen.
Oh, okay. Just curious.
Yeah, I have started looking stuff up on my phone or another computer if I can, because I realized I was switching tabs a lot, and that might be annoying to people.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
I could probably set up. I have Streamlabs. I could probably set up to only capture the one tab I'm using, but I don't have the patience for that. So, see, this is where I wish I was telepathic already, because I could just like, as we get close, I could just telepathically tell all you guys, this is about where we were. But like, you know. I said 100 feet. You guys would know 100 feet, right?
There's Rowan. Okay, there we go. Rowan. So, back there somewhere.
This is a not popular guy.
What?
I said he has a face of a not popular guy.
I mean, not according to him, though.
Alright.
All right.
As we get close,
So, just for where you know where you're looking at. So, I'm just gonna pick up Todd real fast.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, wait. You gotta keep it tradition.
Yeah.
Okay. So, right here, this 4 square is where the carts are.
Okay.
And then the bush that the unkindness flew to is just like right here. So.
Alright, so I'm gonna take a glance over there and do a perception check and see if I can see any signs of where the guys are in there.
Okay. Zack or Johan. I can't touch him.
Oh, there he is. Got it.
As long as it's planned, you can't kick item.
It's fine. We're fine. Maybe. Let's see. Are we? No, we're not. I got a 10.
You're the general. That's ghetto.
Okay, so as you're walking, so you don't notice anything really. You don't hear anything. You don't notice the movement of bushes, or you don't notice anything. So.
Cool. Do I have anything to assist me with that? I really don't. I guess I could try. I am going to... The bush they're in, does it have any... like flower blossoms or leaf buds or anything that I could suddenly make bloom?
So what, you're trying to like grow something basically?
I'm trying to make the bush they're in suddenly change its appearance so that maybe it freaks them out.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, sure. There's something on it.
Right, so I will cast as we get close. So we would have to move up a bit more. We'd have to move up a bit closer to like where Todd is now, or at least I would. So like, you know, do like this thing. You know. Wish I could just like, can I move more than one of these guys at a time? That would make things so much easier. And I'm gonna I'm gonna cast a druid craft on the bush and make anything that I can that would make like small changes to the appearance of the bush happen to the bush, so that suddenly it seems like the bush is maybe coming alive.
Okay, so as you are doing that, you see two little creatures pop out of it.
Oh my lord.
A little scared of what they just saw.
They're a little gnarly looking. Oh my god.
And as you do that, you hear a voice coming from the other side of you.
Oh, man, there's a lot of them. This is no fair.
You have two summoned creatures. You have Zack, Dowroc, Johan, Igo, and they have 4 people right now.
For now.
Alright. So, as he pops out, you see Noel. You recognize him from the picture. So, if they are stepping on these things on the map, they are considered to be elevated up a little bit. So they are standing on top of said rock, which only stands about 5 feet tall. So, not enough to make a big difference, but just to make him feel a little taller.
Okay.
And he pops out, and he says, "Halt right there. Drop all the possessions, and you can pass."
And
as you're saying that, Rohan seems a little concerned.
I'll put my hands up, and I'll say, "Apologies, I didn't know there was a toll on this road. This is my cart. I'm trying to get my wares back to market. I can't leave you with everything I have, or I won't have anything to sell. Could we perhaps reach a deal?" And as I say that, I'll kind of just like non-threateningly kind of step up a little closer to this guy.
And he says, "Yeah, fine. We can make a deal. If you give me all of the things in that cart, you can go back the way you came without any harm to you."
I say, that's I'm a merchant, you see, and I don't tend to agree to deals that are so obviously weighted in the other party's favor. And you can see I have multiple companions with me. I'm obviously not capable of giving you much trouble myself, but I'm confident in their ability to do so. And wouldn't it be best for all of us if we could reach a more amicable deal?
What kind of things can you offer me that would be better than just taking everything from you?
Alright, well...
And as he's saying this, his right hand kind of goes up. You can tell that he doesn't have any weapons on him, but he raises his right hand, and the 3 other gnolls that you can see start knocking an arrow into their bows. Not pulling them up yet, but they're getting them ready.
I say, well, here, I have this for you. And I'll reach down in my belt. But instead of, like, pulling out a bag or something, I will draw my sword, and I will turn towards the 2 gnolls up north, and I will cast Entangle on them while I command Todd to run over and do a charge attack on this one over here.
Ooh, a surprise! Okay. Alright, so make your, was it ensnare? Is that what you used on the 2 top?
Entangle, which is...
Entangle.
A strength DC 15 saving throw now. And if they are properly surprised, they should have a disadvantage on that, which I am very excited about.
Where is my map? So they are... Well, so one of them is entangled. Could I write... Oh, I can. Aha! And the other one got a 16. So you caught one of them entangled, the other one. So this one did not get entangled.
Right, well, he's still in the middle of difficult terrain, so that's good enough for me for now.
Okay.
Todd is going to run over here and jump at this guy and use his charge ability. If he moves at least 20 feet toward a target and then hits with a maul attack, the target takes an extra 1d6 slashing damage, and if it's a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw against my spell DC or be knocked prone.
Ooh, okay.
And miss, probably.
Ooh. Yeah, unfortunately that misses. Is that a advantage?
Wait, no. Is that right? The advantage roll, I got an 18, so...
Okay, that hits. Okay.
Knocks the guy off his rock, and does...
Okay. Well, so we gotta be like that.
Does 4, 5, 8 damage.
Okay. Okay, so he is prone. Well, actually, no. He has to make a saving throw. You said. What's the saving throw against? Like, what's he use?
My spell, so 15.
Well, I mean, like, what's he use?
Oh,
or is it just a roll of 20?
Strength.
Wow, he crit failed.
Oh no.
Oh, does he like hit his head or something? That would be fun.
Roll. Let me look at. Roll 2d12s.
Bring him back and die.
13 total.
Alright, so as he falls, he hits himself on the rocks very hard and is prone and hurt by that much more additional damage.
Alright, do any of the other characters get the opportunity to take an action while I am doing my surprise round?
I would say not, because you did the surprise.
Okay.
So it is now initiative time.
Cool. Got a 22.
I'll give Zack guidance.
Okay. Go back to this. What did you get, Dowroc?
21.
21?
Yeah. Seems like we're ready. We're all ready.
So, Igo goes after you, then, and Todd does Todd work like Igo? He just goes after you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, initiative, Johan is hurt.
Alright, so
you get another attack.
I will Cast. I'll step back a little bit, like to right here. Yeah, that works. And I'll cast Thorn Whip on the guy on top of the rock, and try to yank him off of there if I hit him.
Okay.
And I got an 11 to hit.
Oh, 11 did not succeed.
That doesn't surprise me. I will also, at this point, teleport Unkindness back to me, and he's just going to chill on my shoulder.
Okay.
And then after my turn, Todd is going to run over here and jump up and try to use a maul attack on this guy. Here's a question for you. Technically, I think the rule would be that Todd and Unkindness would both go after my turn. Since Unkindness can literally only pick up small objects and use the help action, can I just have him move at the same time? As Todd.
As Todd?
Yeah.
You mean like, so basically he would help Todd?
Yeah, because like, if not, I'm going to have Unkindness go first, do the help action, and then Todd goes. This just expedites things.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, so he's going to fly up here and perform the help action as Todd attacks. I mean, that's probably going to hit, but advantage, maybe I can crit. I can't. So
it does hit.
So that would be 26 to hit. And
yeah, that definitely hit.
And 8 damage.
This is not the one where you can.
No, it doesn't
knock him.
It doesn't.
Right?
It doesn't knock him over. If I had crit, I might have said maybe instead of rolling double dice, I could say that I like trip him or something. But you know, I'm not going to do that.
All right. After Johan's turn, it goes to Dowroc. Well, Dowroc and I go, I should say.
Yeah.
I say that it was only Zack, Johan, and Dowroc, but in reality it's Zack, Johan, Dowroc, Todd, Igo, Beans, Unkindness, Megan.
Yeah.
We get a pretty good sized adventuring party.
Yep.
Together eventually. So.
I can't stay within the card. I had to go here, right?
Or what do you mean?
I can't end the action in the card. Or end an action.
You can step on it, yeah. Yeah, you can jump on the card.
Dowroc's gonna stay behind me, Rowan, and then he's gonna take out the 5th element, and he's gonna start blasting.
He's gonna start blasting.
No, it's not the one that was not restrained.
Okay. Which one? The bottom one?
Yeah, this one.
The bottom one. Okay. He's gonna take a shot at him.
Okay.
And we're getting real efficient at playing around each other's abilities.
No. I rolled a 1. He is inspiration.
Okay.
Gotta love inspiration, man.
Oh my god.
Is that another one?
Yeah.
I'll spend my inspiration to let him roll again.
Okay.
Let me roll again.
Yeah.
You better hope that you don't get another one.
Okay, it's a 4.
Okay. Well, let me verify. You missed, but you at least didn't crit fail.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bonus action reload.
Okay.
You gotta...
Did you do your infusion or thing to give it?
No, you still have the Mind Sharpener and my magic weapon still in the maze.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Team.
Alright. So after that, it is now Zack's turn.
Oh, okay, 15 didn't hit. Okay.
Oh no, I go. Sorry. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, 15 hit. Sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot you have double attack.
I'm
Okay,
a third class right there. I'm a single class, so I get extra attack at level 5.
Yeah, I'm one level away from it, so next level.
So, I'm sorry, did it hit 15?
Yes, yeah, 15 hit.
12 damage.
Okay.
And then that would be my turn. And then
I go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I go. You stay. No following.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. I was going to move here.
Okay.
And take dodge action.
Oh, okay. All right. So Zack is going to go 1, 2, 3, and he he is going to attack the knoll. 25 to hit. He got a 17, so he didn't get crit.
Remember, the knoll is prone, too.
Yeah, you have advantage on him.
All right, let me roll again. 15. Okay. I also forget. Never mind, I don't forget. All right, so I hit him, and oh my god, hold on. This stupid thing. Hold on. Stupid dice rolling. Glitched out on me, so I gotta just reload the page real fast. Okay, there we go. 14 damage. He is bloody.
I'd hope
So
so.
he's not dead, he's just playing. Poor guy.
Fortunately, I have to reload the map and the character sheet, so the map's loading back up. That'll just end Zack's turn. It is now the Knoll's turn.
Fun.
So, first one has to use an action to try to get out of that, correct?
Yeah.
John, okay, what's he? It's a strength check,
Yeah,
right?
strength 15.
He crit failed.
Good for him.
And as he's trying to get up, he ends up hurting himself by 14 damage trying to get up.
Jeez.
The vine.
Jeez. He's cut off his foot.
It is now the second Knoll's turn. How big is the area of?
It's
Is it a square?
it's 20 feet, so it'd be like
I didn't know which direction.
there to there.
Okay, so this Knoll goes 10, 20, and attempts to. He has a spear, and he jumps up to attempt to attack. And he gets an 11 to hit.
Miss.
And then the last one is going to stand up as his movement and attempt to attack Zack.
Good luck with that, buddy.
Also with a spear. He gets a 10 to hit. Also missed. Now it is the Nulfang's turn. Who he is going to attempt to retaliate Todd's clawing and biting. He attempts to claw Todd
Cool.
and gets a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
It does 5 damage. And then he makes, that was his right claw. He attempts to slice with his left claw, and he only gets a 10 to hit on that one.
Misses.
And then he finals and tries to bite Todd,
Jeez.
and only gets a 7 to
Yeah,
hit.
okay.
Oh.
That misses too.
It is, his turn is done. It is now Johan.
Alright. Johan is going to... Yeah, I think my best option is just to... sword attack the guy next to me, I guess. I'll cast Shillelagh on it first. And
Okay.
then attack. Shillelagh attack. 25 to hit.
Yeah.
And 11 damage.
11. Okay.
And then Todd and Unkindness will do their little combo again. Same thing for both, which, I mean, I'm assuming a 19 hits.
It does.
That'll do 8 damage. And that's my turn.
Dowroc.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bonus action reload, and he's gonna shoot the Null Fang.
Oh, okay. 14?
Yeah.
Hit.
Wow. Oh my god. Max damage into the Fang.
Nice.
He gets smashed.
Or
Bullet
whatever.
rips through his arm. Ah.
Don't have another bonus action, so I can't reload. So can't attack again. Just stay where he is. And then I go. He's gonna command I go to attack this one.
Okay.
Is he? He's restrained. He's not prone.
Yeah.
Yes, he is just restrained.
And does that? That doesn't give me any kind of advantage.
Let me double check. Yeah, you have advantage, and he has disadvantage. Good thing, too.
9 plus the attack modifier, so 18.
That hit.
10 damage.
Okay, so goes over to Zack's turn. He will run his 2 left-hand index fingers along his blade and cast Booming Blade on it and strike, or attempt to strike the knoll that's there.
Yay!
Who
It's not going anywhere.
who's up, but he will activate his precision strike, so he gains advantage on this attack.
Oh my god.
He gets a 19, which hits. So first off, 13. Precision strike adds a D8. 14. And then booming adds 8 more. Where's the map?
Yeah, I was gonna say that guy's he just exploded.
Technically, the initial hit and the precision strike damage was enough to knock him out. So I didn't actually have to booming blade that time, but whatever. After he does that, Zack.
Lethal damage. Lethal damage.
Zack is gonna move here and end his turn. The first knoll, which is up by Igo, is going to attempt to waste his turn again by trying to get out. 12, what does he need?
15.
Oh my god.
So, still fails miserably. The one that's by Johan is going to attack Johan with his spear and get a 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Oh, he does. Oh, 10. Max damage. 10 damage.
Yay. Love that.
So,
And then, now the... Huh?
it says as soon as you leave, I go leave.
It is the Null Fang's turn, and since Todd was the last one to hit it, he is going to attempt to attack Todd again.
Ew.
Poor Todd, man.
Where is it? There it is. He is going to claw him and get a 17 to hit. Which I'm assuming
that
hits.
hits, yeah.
Does 4 damage. As the first attack hits, Zack takes the opportunity and the Sentinel feat kicks in, and since he attacked somebody else, Zack makes an opportunity attack against him.
Cool.
And gets a 15, which hits. And he gets 13 damage done to him. Which bloodies the gnoll.
Nice.
The Null Lord. Or the Null.
As the gnoll is hit, he turns to Zack and attempts to attack him with his second claw.
Null thing.
He gets a 20, which hits. And deals 8 damage to Zack. I'll just take that. Okay. And then he does his final bite attack and attempts to target Zack as well. Ooh, 23.
Jeez.
So, on that note, Zack is going...
Logan. Go ahead.
Zack is going to throw up shield in order to bring his AC to 24 and block the attack.
Nice.
Okay.
Where's my first cast? Okay. After that, it is now Johan's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna recall unkindness to me. And then I'm going to hold my attack until he can use the help action to assist with it.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna command him to attack, or him to help me, and Todd is gonna just help Zack for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
So where's Shillelagh? I could have done the fancy thing, but I didn't think to. 18 to hit.
Hit.
For 8 damage.
Okay, he is bloody. What was the fancy thing?
I could have clicked on the thing and had it roll advantage for me. I forgot.
Oh, that fancy thing. Okay.
And that's my turn, because and it's their turn too, because they're just gonna they just use their help actions.
Oh, I see. So Todd's helping. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought you meant he's... Okay, gotcha. Dowroc's turn.
Dowroc's gonna shoot the Null that's in front of Johan.
Don't get a crit miss.
Attempt to not to.
Hit.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
And he's going to shoot the one next to Igo.
Okay.
So I can reload.
You have it. Well, you have disadvantage because he's restrained, right? Because it's a ranged attack, or is that just prone?
That's just prone. Hold on a second. Yeah, he has advantage because he's restrained.
Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, you have advantage on that one. Okay.
Entangle is the best. I love it.
Is that an at will or is that a first level?
It's a first
spell.
It's a first level, but like I mean,
9 points of damage.
it's not bad.
Was that a 12 to hit though, or?
Oh, 27 and then 12.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. 9 points. Okay, he is bloody.
Igo is going to attack.
Remember advantage. Yeah.
Hit.
So 9 points of damage.
Okay. And that is your turn.
Yeah.
It is going to Zack's turn, who is going to enhance the blade with Booming Blade and attempt to attack the Null Fang with advantage.
Yeah.
He gets a 24 to hit, which definitely hits. 8 plus the Booming Blade. 6. So 14 damage. And that will be Zack's turn. It is the Gnoll's turn.
Oh, darn.
The first
I was
one is going
hoping that
to...
would kill him.
He's pretty close. The first Gnoll's gonna fail miserably yet again. Oh, 16. But that cost his action though, right?
Yeah, he can run away. He can try to All he's doing is
So he
straight.
stands back up and gets scared and starts running. Igo gets an opportunity attack.
Remember, he's also running in difficult terrain too, so he can't even get as far away if he does escape.
Oh my god!
Was that a crit?
Yes.
So he explodes.
He is down.
Just swiping the back.
Yeah.
I really just swipes him in the back really hard.
The second gnoll is going to attempt to attack Johan with his spear and only get a 14 to hit, which misses.
It's rough, buddy.
And the Gnoll Fang is going to try his triple strike on Zack. First one, bite. He gets a 24 to hit.
Jeez, man.
Zack is just gonna take it this time because he doesn't want Todd to get hit. So, well, actually, no, wait. Zack will throw up a shield again.
Oh, okay.
So he will prevent that damage. And then the Gnoll, knowing that he can't hit Zack, turns to Todd and attacks Todd with his claw.
Sentinel.
Gets a crit fail.
Oh.
And Zack, Sentinel attacks him anyway. So I'll just say that he can do it with advantage.
A roll perception check.
What are you trying to perceive?
Oh, Zack is doing Sentinel, okay.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yep, go ahead.
Just straight 18.
Straight 18. Do you remember what you got? Did you just watch him last time, or did you do a check last time?
Yeah, I did check one too.
Okay. Alright. 18. Okay. Zack hits and does 15 max damage. And as he attempts to lunge toward Todd, Zack sting stops that.
Yeah, he's dead. Oh no.
It is now Johan's turn. One little Gnoll left.
I will once again hold my attack until after Unkindness moves in the turn order.
Okay.
Todd's gonna run over to this guy, and Unkindness is gonna help me attack. So 24 to hit.
Hit.
Does 11 damage. Okay. So Todd didn't
He had 11 health left.
Todd didn't even need to do anything. Cool. I mean, he did a little.
Yeah, he only had 11.
Todd helped quite literally, actually, in that battle. I'm happy. It's not gonna. He
did.
He's not gonna be able to do that forever because he's never gonna get any more hit points. But
Oh, he doesn't?
no, because I'm not gonna level up Ranger anymore.
Oh my god.
He'll always hover.
Gotcha.
He'll always hover around 20 hit points, but his other bonuses will increase with my spellcasting modifier and my my proficiency bonus. So he'll be a glass cannon basically, and he'll still be able to help people. He can die, but if
I was gonna say, how does he die?
He basically has the same ability to resurrect that Igo has.
Okay.
The way I'm going to spin it is that Todd is a member of the spirit pack that is bound to the land in my home region, and so as long as I'm alive, he can never actually die. I can always breathe life back into him.
Ooh. Okay.
So as that guy goes down, I'm gonna
Obviously,
gonna wipe off my sword and put it away, and I'm gonna be like, man, he really should have listened to me.
Agreed. Zack says.
And then I explained to the I show Rowan as Igo's walking up, claw covered in blood. He says well, this is the anchor that's the piston force I have in his claws, in his arm. So there's that too. I'm glad to be able to show you combat.
Rowan seems extraordinarily excited with the information and continues to jot things down in his notebook.
Neat. All right. I guess we need to load back up, and we'll do our scout ahead thing again, and keep going if we have time.
What the head guy have? The head investigation check on the body.
Yeah, right. We have to loot.
You and your loot.
Well, that's true. If they've been doing this, they've been doing this long enough that people know they're doing this. Like, I guess I'll search around too and do some investigation checks or whatever, see if I can find any sign that they have a stash of treasure nearby.
Okay.
As Dowroc passing you, he'll cast guidance.
Okay.
He's like, you got this, man.
I'll check. I'll check the areas where they emerged from first.
Okay.
Like the general areas around there. So, like over here with these guys first. Even though I kind of expect the leader would have kept himself near the treasure, but just to be thorough.
What is Zack's face while Dowroc loots bodies?
He's fine. It's not like you're desecrating the body. I mean, you're just kind of picking stuff up all of it. So.
I didn't know if he had any kind of like.
Now here's a question. Here's a question. Would you allow unkindness to help me with the investigation check?
I would say add I wouldn't say you'd have advantage or anything. I would say maybe add a D4 so that just because it's more of a normal bird than anything.
Okay.
So I would say add a D4.
Get 2 D4s.
Or 2 D4s, yeah, because guidance.
Yeah,
so
I got it. I got an 18.
Okay. So Johan's over there. Dowroc, you're losing the body. So Dowroc, the only thing that's on the head guy is hide armor. He has no weapons or anything on him since you notice that he really just clawed and attacked that way. So he didn't have anything. But he had hide armor on him, which you can loot if you'd like, and he's got 20 pieces of gold on him. Johan, you start looking through over there. You don't notice anything immediate, but Unkindness does see something kind of off in the distance. About 20 feet away, you kind of noticed a bigger stack of maybe things that they've attached or that they've gotten off of travelers.
Okay.
So you kind of head over that way. Once you head over that way, roll a... Well, actually, I'll just roll a... Pay no attention to the roll.
T100. Ancient dragon.
No.
Roman's a dragon this whole time.
No. So you kind of go over there, you see a couple of basic swords and spears. Nothing... Most of it's kind of broken and stuff that you could see that maybe that was used during fights. Maybe that when they got ambushed, they were kind of destroyed and stuff. Mm-hmm. You do, however, reach down and you do find a brown and green almost looking tunic that seems to be reinforced in the stack of pile, but you don't notice anything in particular about it. It just seems like a reinforced piece of armor.
Alright. Do I sense any magic from it with my Arcana that I'm rolling right now? And getting an 18 on?
Yes, you do notice that there is something magical about this armor, but that is all you know at the moment.
All right, I'll snatch it up, and so that as we move on, I can have Dowroc do his identify thing on it.
For free? No, okay. Dowroc is going to give Zack 6 gold from the 20 pieces of gold he found.
Okay.
Then he's going to give Johan and 6, and then he's going to give Rowan 2 gold for like his losses he's incurred because of them, just because we're being hired. So
Rowan seems extraordinarily happy with 2 pieces. Well, no, he looks at the 2 pieces of gold and he goes, "Gee, thanks." As he kind of stingily looks at everyone else getting 6 pieces of gold.
I'll drag all the crap I found over there, all the various basic weapon pieces over, and say, kind of toss them down and say, "Do you think we can get anything for any of this?"
We're getting the gold from the guild.
Oh, sure, but like, I don't know. I don't know if these things are worth anything. Do these things cost anything?
Because when you kind of look through the stack of stuff, and it's really for the most part broken blades and nothing of you probably wouldn't be able to get a lot of value out of it, but you could potentially use it for Igo if you need.
Okay, so there we go. We've got food for Igo.
So you get two worth.
Oh, 2 worth of...
Like how you did it before, the scraps. You can get 2 additional ones for that stack of junk.
Okay.
Well, he's gonna feed one. He's gonna feed one Igo for that crit. So good job, buddy. And then he's not gonna share any information about what. For that comment Rowan made, he's not gonna share any information about Igo eating.
All right, as you guys pile back on to the cart and kind of get ready, you start moving out again, just heading toward the town, and you can get a short rest in if needed.
All right, I'm gonna have
identify. Yeah.
I'm gonna still have unkindness fly ahead, but I'm not gonna like share senses with him. I'm just gonna rely on the psychic connection I have with him to inform me if anything wonky's happening long enough to discuss identifying the thing I found with Dowroc. And also
take out the pearl and the feather, and he's gonna take out like a jeweler's loop, and then he's gonna just write down what the pearl's showing him. He's more of just writing in the air. He doesn't have really like anything to write down on.
So as you're doing that, Rowan seems very just surprised and astonished about what you're doing, and just kind of looking at you and again scribbling down in his notebook.
You trying to sell me? Jeez. Is he trying to sell me?
He's like, "Ooh, this dwarf could sell for quite a bit."
And Rowan's head could also come off his shoulders real well too. I mean, if we're discussing hypothetical things that we all hope won't happen.
So his initial shop is back. It's not like
he's in Valleywatch. He's stationed in Valleywatch.
Okay.
He just travels to run off in order to trade jewelry and gems and stuff.
Okay. Well, we might need to ransack his house sometime and see what he's...
Nah, he's not that much of an asshole. We're good. We're fine.
He doesn't have any like slave trade notebook or anything like that. And he look at his bookkeeper line.
All right. So what info do we get on this cool thing now?
So you posted the it's the general. So posted the look of it.
Ooh, cool! I like it.
And so, as Dowroc is writing and doing all of his things and identifying it by, casting the spell, you get this information from what he wrote.
Ooh, cool.
So you notice that the patterns and the things that are on it are more druidic.
Very nice.
Somewhat Feywind about it.
Ooh-hoo. Cool. Like it.
I guess I would have wrote it on the armor so you could see. That would be cool.
Oh, like you write what it is.
Right on the armor, yeah.
All right, so
What the are. So.
once we identify that,
and you can do that. You can identify this prior to the short rest if you like.
okay. As we are, I'll
walking
as after it's identified, as we're taking that short rest, I'll walk a little ways behind the cart. I'll still keep a feel for unkindness's like psychic connection, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'll toss my old studded armor in the cart, you know, in case we can get anything for it when we get to town.
Put in the bag of one.
And I'll pop this pop this new thing on. And
you can't eat it.
and I will go ahead and I will use up the daily charge on my Pearl of Power to restore the use of Entangle that I just used, because I'm going to unattune from that in favor of the armor.
Okay. Because what's your 3? You got the pearl. Well, you had the pearl, the iron rod, and what was your third thing?
The Nature's Mantle, which
oh,
like
right. Yeah.
it was between that or the rod to drop, but like, or not the rod, the pearl to drop, but I can.
The pearl's kind of like you can almost do a short rest, do it, and then
yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very nice.
So in the time that we're doing the short rest, the ward ended. So Dowroc is asking for his ring back. His warding bond ended. He's asking for his ring back.
Rowan kind of like, what are you talking about? You never gave me a ring.
Listen,
oh, all right. And he kind of just takes it off real fast and chucks it at you.
Dowroc said, listen, we're the only ones who know about the guy who's been raiding you. I mean, we can... Okay.
Right.
Anyway.
Well,
straight arrow to the face. They're not gonna burn you. So,
all right. So as you had that delightful exchange with Rowan, you continue on, and you, providing you guys don't want to do anything additional at this time, you arrive in Runoff. Which, John, do you already have an idea for any of these towns, or are they just kind of already named and that's it? And like the general description.
I'll bring up what I have on Runoff real quick. It is a medium small town that is kind of a satellite Valley Watch, which is, you know, makes sense that people would travel between there and here pretty regularly. It gathers minerals that run off from the mines in the valley and crafts it into jewelry. There's a small training camp here of some rangers that travel the area around Valley Watch. This is where they kind of hole up and get their initial training. So we could bump into maybe some amateur raiders here at their guild hall. There's also the Merchants Guild Hall. A very modest blacksmith and a very modest market that would have common stuff save for like maybe jewelry. 2 inns, a healer, and a small militia.
Okay.
There's I'll get a. There we go. Jeez. There's the layout for the town in general.
Does it cancel that? No.
Yeah, just a little mini one, you know.
A little fort.
Like it's more of like an estate house with a wall around it. Where the mayor lives. Population here is just under 300 people. It's not very big.
So as you arrive in Runoff, you get to the main gate, and Rowan looks at all of you, and he goes, "Yeah, I am eternally grateful for this." And he tosses you each some gold as a thank you. You each receive 1 gold.
God, I really don't like this guy.
It's fine. It's okay.
As he takes his cart and runs off toward a shop that's in town. He's like, "I'll be seeing you around."
I kind of wish I'd stolen his cart. I'll mutter that out loud, but then I'll like shrug and just kind of wander off.
I'll give the gold, but nothing. Is there like a homeless population? Though I see a kid asking, like, hanging around for bread.
You see a kid, yeah.
I'll give him the gold.
Okay, he takes the gold. He appreciates it and runs off.
Hopefully they'll feed his family for a while at least. Or not, hopefully not get stolen by older brickheads. Or gangsters. Alrighty.
Nick, do you remember, you probably don't, but do you remember what you rolled the first perception check to watch Zack do that?
Check.
Because I have a system, but I want to...
Initiative roll 21.
Well, this would have been a pretty... If you're going through the log, it might take a minute because I rolled a bunch of randomness the other day, so...
Alright, so the market, the town market here isn't that big, but because this is a place where people come to buy the supplies for this jewelry, you know, there could be additional stands set up. So I'm gonna wander around a little bit and see if I can find anybody with I guess documentation on the workings of magic. I'm gonna see if I can pick up a basic spell book.
Oh, okay. Alright. So, Johan, as you wander around, you do find a cart that belongs to... You clearly not a wizard, but dressed like a wizard that is selling very basic things. And so, he does have a spell book available for you, and he's like, "I can sell it to you right now for the low price of 50 gold.
Yeah.
Doesn't have anything in it, but it can hold your spells."
Alright, I ask him if he has anything that has any information on magic, less a storage vessel and more just like a basic instructional scroll or something.
Alright, so just curious, are you trying to like learn something? Or
Yeah,
are you trying to...
I've bumped into a few magic users now since I left my home region. I mean, like, you guys wouldn't know this yet, but like I never really saw Blackwood use any like more impressive magic. But I've seen healers, and I've seen you guys, and like I'm starting to realize there's more magic out there than just what I would have learned back home. And so I'm kind of trying to get more so that I have an idea of what that magic might be. But I am going to try to use it as an excuse to start training for Magic Initiate.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so he pulls out he's like, "Oh, I can help you there," and he pulls out a smaller book that has words jotted down throughout it, kind of like, he's like, "Well, if you ever need to know anything about magic, this is a good basis for it." And he's like, "And I can give it to you for 10 gold.
Sure.
And he hands it over, and he grabs the 10 gold quickly from you.
Alright. Neat.
Flip through the pages, and it's got the basics of multiple different schools of magic and different, very, very basic knowledge of it.
I mean, that's really what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that with the foundational stuff, I'll be able to pay more attention to what other people are doing around me to get an idea of what other kinds of magic are possible.
So roll a Arcana check.
Okay. It was almost a 20. It was almost a 20, and then it fell over onto a 2.
Okay. Nothing happens now. This is just for my personal log of something.
Alright.
So, okay. Alright. So, the town itself is nothing's really exciting is going on in the town. I mean, you can feel free to kind of look around and try to do anything you want, or you can head out to try to make it to your next location.
Yeah, I don't really think there's anything else we need to do here. Maybe we can try to sell off some of the gear we picked up, if we want to do that. But
after he leaves, Dowroc's gonna empty the bag of holding, and then put back the flail and the red dragon mask before he goes to try to sell anything.
Okay, good plan.
It would have taken us the better part of a day to get here, so maybe we should stay the night in town.
Zack kind of says that's a good idea. I think it is kind of getting dark already.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead to get us a spot in one of the inns.
Okay.
Dowroc, he's gonna go up to where Armin is and wrap his arm around him. It's like, so you said you introduced me to some people.
And he's like, oh yeah, that's right, I did, didn't I? Wait here, and I'll go get somebody, and I'll bring him back for you.
Some shady guy.
And he runs off.
He runs, never to be seen again.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's do. I was gonna go to the blacksmith and see what they will take for the studded leather and the hide armor. The hide armor is worth 10 and the studded leather is worth 45.
Okay. He's like, I'll do 50 for both.
Fair enough. I heard from the other towns that you might have some of. What was the last town we were in? I forgot.
Valley Watch?
Valley Watch?
Yeah.
Valley Watch. That you guys might have some rare materials.
It's like, well, we have a quite fair share of rare stuff in this town. This is where Valley Watch gets most of its supplies from in that department. Is there anything in particular you were looking for?
Do you have any kind of mithril?
Mithril? Let me look. And he kind of goes to the back, kind of flings through it, kind of comes back. And he's like, well, I do have a couple of different types of mithril here available, but they are kind of pricey. What kind of armor did you need it for?
I was trying to get enough materials so someone could forge a half plate for me.
Oh, okay, so you're just trying to forge it yourself. You're not trying to actually buy the armor.
I'm not trying to, I'm just not trying to buy the armor. I'm just trying to get enough materials that I could have someone forge it for me.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I have the armor here available, but I can definitely sell you just the materials for a little cheaper.
Yeah.
So, the armor that I have, I could sell it to you for 350 gold. But the materials, I probably could let 200 at the least go, because mithril is kind of a harder to find substance.
Yeah. I could do that. I could do 200. And how many metal plate, or how many plates can you give?
For the 200?
Yeah.
Are you trying to get, this is a DM question, are you trying to get more than to enhance one half plate, or are you just trying to make sure you have enough for a half plate?
Just trying to get, not a plus one yet, just to have a half plate armor. Just to have someone in.
He says, well, it's a couple plates there. You could probably at least fashion a half plate out of it. I don't know how much more you'd be able to get, but you could definitely get a half plate.
Okay.
So he gladly exchanges the 200 gold and gives you the mithril pieces, which you already noticed simply by dealing with him, that the interaction with him is much nicer than some of the other people that you've run into recently.
Yeah.
Good.
He seems much happier.
Do you know Armin? What do you, I feel like he's kind of like a gruff customer, isn't he?
Oh, Rowan. Yeah, Rowan?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Rowan. Yeah, he's an act, all right. He keeps coming back from Valley Watch, and he keeps trying to sell us stuff. And while sometimes he does bring us good stuff, what he ends up doing most of the time is just hiring some people to bring him over here, and then ends up looting and stealing stuff from people and trying to sell it for money. He's not really the best kind.
He doesn't seem popular. Yeah. And
Oh, no. Well, you could say he's infamous, but we know him here.
Just not for any of the right reasons.
Yes.
Is there any? I'm gonna I don't know if I have paper or pencil. I don't think I have paper and pencil. So I'll just jot it down, see if we can stop him from making requests from the guild if he seems to be. Do you guys have any proof that he steals stuff, or have you talked to any guards or anything? Because
well, unfortunately, it's really just word of mouth. People just kind of come in after they brought him here, and they just kind of complain about it. So he's like, yeah, I don't have proof, unfortunately, which is why we can't really have the guild stop helping him, because the guild operates on, well, there's no proof other than just people saying it. So it's kind of a take the job at your own risk type thing.
Yeah. Well, you didn't take anything from my group, but I appreciate you selling these plates separately. But yeah, is there any good place for any kind of rumors or anything around town? Is that mostly in the tavern where you can get that information?
He's like, well, I guess it all depends on the type of rumors you're trying to find, but yeah, most of them will probably be in the tavern.
Oh, okay. Like any kind of special places that seem off?
Off? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
This is Nick speaking, like that well.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
No.
I don't know how to explain
This
it.
is Nick speaking.
Without Dowroc.
Well, so the old well is not... It's on the other side of the river thing still, so you're not close enough to it for this town to really say anything about it, so...
That's near the frog. Is that more near the frog monster?
Oh, yeah. The frog monster.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The bully walk. The bully walk monster. I'm calling him the bully walk. I don't know if that's actually his name, but...
It's not, but that's an okay name for him.
Okay.
Yeah, the only weird place out of the locations I have planned out that they might mention is the ruins that are nearby, but you can always add in more locations, obviously, if you want.
There's gonna be a light alternate thing that occurs probably during the next session, but you don't hear anything yet about this location now. But just as a fun forward thinking.
How much does it cost for us for food and lodging at the inn?
So the inn's like, well, I have all of you. Oh, that's fine. 20 gold for the bunch of you. That's fine. We get travelers here a lot, so we make it up in quantity.
I'll pay that myself. That's fine.
Okay.
Well,
I'm giving I think 16 gold to the other you for the I think it's 16.
For what?
For the 50 gold for the 2 armor pieces I just sold.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. It'd be 16. I mean, it'd be 16, 16, 18. So 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Dowroc, he's gonna give the gold out to the extra gold out to the poor, or to the ones. So.
Cool. And if
that kind of
if nothing happens over the evening, I suggest we just chill and then head out.
Well,
if nothing happens over the evening.
I don't get ambushed and chloroformed.
Yeah, well, I mean,
In the middle of the night.
who freaking knows, man?
Rowan.
Or
Alright.
doesn't go and tries to doesn't disappear or try to disappear in the middle of the night.
I mean, that would be really entertaining if he tried to steal Igo.
Alright, so as you guys take a long rest now and regain everything,
Cool.
Yeah.
so you guys waken, refreshed, and is there anything last minute that you'd like to do? So, quick DM part. I have enough time to probably do another little section if you guys want. But then stop probably after that. So if you guys want to keep going, or we can stop, because I know Nick, you said probably around this time too.
Yeah, I think that...
So
I think
we can stop now. So
the only thing
If you-
I really want to do is I want to flip through my magic notebook again a little bit, if possible.
okay, make another Arcana check.
God.
Guidance.
Or
help.
You are,
yeah, that's fine.
I'll help
I
him.
mean, that works. Like that's a thing, right? Like he could he knows about magic,
I can.
so he can be like, hey, oh, this would
Yeah, let
be
me
referring to
roll.
this, and all right. So
That's well with
what
the
was it, 10 or
There we go. There we go. Like, I can explain what my theories are on magic. I don't know what sorcerers and wizards can do, but I can just jot down a bunch of circles and
yeah, I mean,
just
I think
basically
being
write down.
being int based, some artificer stuff would translate to wizardry pretty well. So
Yeah, I can
so with help
I can define
with
runes and stuff like that.
yeah, with help I get a 22.
okay, I'll mark that down. Alright, you seem to start to understand a little bit more about stuff, and certain things are kind of clicking more.
Cool.
Dowroc, anything you'd like to do before stopping, pretty much, for the day? Like I said, I have, if you do, I mean, no, I have 30-ish more minutes of stuff that we could do, but we don't have to, so.
What's in the town again?
I mean, it's got your general, things. I mean, unless you're looking for something kind of specific.
I think I'll hold off for now. I'll have to look at some of the spells and stuff like that. Let's see if there's any materials, so I can just hold off. I can't think of anything.
Ow.
This is a stopping point for me.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we can stop now. But we can just stay in the town, so that way if you think of anything, you can do stuff, so. So,
Okay.
alright. That is today's adventure.
Nice.
We did it.
We only did one encounter today.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one though.
They were weaker. It was a weaker bunch of people, but
Oh, Dowroc's gonna buy a notebook. That's what he's doing, Brown.
okay. Just so he has something to write stuff down.
Yeah.